please put your hands together for our last pitch for tonight. It is I Tinker 2.
Hello, I'm Jason, the founder of I Tinker 2, and we build software for small companies. I came to Australia a few years ago with Shell, the large oil and gas company. My last job with them, I used data analytics to identify business opportunities for the company that were larger than $15 million a year or more. In addition to being an engineer, I'm also a CrossFitter. I train at CrossFit Torian here in Brizzy. I know the co-owner. He came to me one day and said he was having problems getting something implemented in the website, and he wanted my advice. And we discussed it, and his ask was really simple. And I found that really intriguing because I've got this high-tech job, I live in the same community, and I know that he's got a successful business. His CrossFit gym is one of the biggest on the planet. And I found it challenging that a successful business could struggle getting such a basic technology need met. So I talked to another buddy of mine. He has a digital agency. They help lots of small companies. And he said that small business owners often need support, particularly in technology, because it's not their specialty. So when I came to ilab, I thought 90 days ago, I thought I was going to be selling websites, slightly advanced websites, but websites nonetheless. So when I joined Germinate, I quickly set out and recruited some contractors in the Philippines, primarily Louis. Louis's got a small company in the Philippines, and there's 19 WordPress developers. And we can scale up and scale down pretty quickly doing some experiments with Louis's team. Tabs also does work for me. She's on Louis's team. And I've got 2 senior software engineers who part-time provide me advice in the background. So Louis and I set out to do some experiments. If anyone came off the street, random person, and we could build them a website, we built quite a few, and then we figured out that team, if we're just building random websites, that team could do 15 websites a year. But if we focus the team on a niche, so maybe law firms or dental offices, that same team could put out 45 websites a year. So now I'm looking at a business where we're going to focus on niches, building websites, slightly advanced features, and I'm thinking I'm going to end up hiring a lot of Filipinos, and I don't know anything about the Philippines, so I traveled there, and I met an educated, professional workforce. It was a really good cultural experience for me, and it really put an end to a lot of the concerns that I had about outsourcing to Philippines. So then I went and talked to some CrossFit gym owners to say, hey, look, I've got a team, and we're in place. We can build your advanced features on your website. And they said, that sounds great, but we really want a Wodify killer. And this is over and over. We want a Wodify killer. So if you don't know, Wodify is software specific to CrossFit. About a third of CrossFit gyms use it. The software allows the gyms to automate their billing and allow athletes to track their performance over time. And the problems with Wodify is that it's really expensive, particularly for the gym members, not the gyms themselves, but the gym members. And also, the user experience is bad. So Wodify brings in about $18 million a year in revenue, but it has 1 out of 5 stars in the Apple Store. So let's compare these 2 opportunities. We've got build a Wodify killer on the one hand, and we've got build websites on the other hand. To serve 500 gyms, I could do a Wodify killer with 5 staff, and that's being generous. I could probably do it with 2. I'd only have 1 competitor, and the gyms would really want it. But if I build websites, I need a couple of dozen staff. There's a lot of competition, and the gyms are kind of lukewarm on it. So clearly, building a Wodify killer is a key opportunity. So that's the plan. We're going to build a web portal, and then a mobile app, and then after that, we'll have a marketing service. The web portal is a website, so it's a mobile responsive website that gyms can log into, manage their billing, and it's a direct competitor to Wodify, so it's a lot of those features. We'll have a prototype out in 8 weeks, and then we'll use an agile process to improve the features from there. And the key output of that is to decrease the member costs for customers who use this service. After that, then we'll have a mobile app, and that's really to improve the user experience for the gym members themselves, particularly messaging and things of that nature, to really leverage the community-related aspects of CrossFit for our business and for the user experience. And then lastly, we'll provide a marketing service. So what I learned in the journey about websites is that a lot of the gyms have websites, but they don't have training in sales and marketing. They don't know about lead generation. They don't know about maximizing their sales conversion or tracking any of it. They need some coaching. They need some support on putting a good digital marketing foot forward, and we're going to provide that as a service for them. There is one guy who does this globally, and he's had some success, and he's inspired us. Altogether, we see this as a $140 million opportunity across the 13,000 CrossFit gyms globally, and we're hoping to get 30 million of that. Part of the reason is because we're going to price it based on member count so that small and medium gyms can actually take advantage of these premier services. But eventually, we're going to want to grow, and we'll have to grow beyond CrossFit. And other gym-like services are an obvious opportunity for us. But we are curious about other small businesses. We know that vet clinics, for example, and dental offices need to modernize their back office software, and so we see those as potential opportunities. But that's where you come in. If you know of business verticals that could use a company like us to help modernize some of the software that they use day in and day out, we want to hear from you. Because I don't know of all of the niches that you guys do as a collective. Also, if you know talented software engineers, please introduce them to me. If they drink, I'm happy to buy them a beer. And if you know any gym owners, whether they're CrossFit gym owners or not, I'd also like to meet them. I'm Jason. That's iTinker2.